again. We're gonna do a quick little maintenance wash video, tutorial, as well as product knowledge and what we recommend. One thing, this brush right here I use for under hoods. Yeah, we don't touch our cars with brushes here. Only the finest stuff. And we're gonna give you guys a full breakdown on Pristine recommended products. Most of them will be purchased from Scott at detaildivision.com. Quick little plug, check him out, Scott's a man. He will not steer you wrong with anything. Carbon Collective products, a little bit of G-Technique. He doesn't sell G-Technique, but all this stuff is straight fire. All right guys, so I'm gonna start from decon to the wash finish process. Step number 1, Carbon Collective Citrus Cleaner, pH neutral. Most of these products are pH neutral, which is crucial for longevity. You don't want acidic or alkaline chemicals to diminish your coating, or even if you have a sealed vehicle or waxed vehicle. This is paramount, it's the foundation. This stuff, ready to use. I mist from like here down before I even foam it. If it's really dirty, it might need a rinse or a foam first. This will break up light tar deposits, general grime, stuff like that. So this G-Technique W6 iron remover, you can use this on wheels, paint, it's safe, it's coating safe. This car is coated by G-Technique, hence why I have G-Technique iron remover. Car Pro tar remover. Both of these products are used best after you wash it, but it is part of the prep phase. If it is really roachy, it's been neglected for a while, you can use these first to loosen up the solids. So, after you have it deconned and everything, you do your wheels, you hit all your trim, you move on to the paint. I recommend one snow foam only, Automotive by Carbon Collective. 50 to 100 milliliters per wash. 50 milliliters will get you about 2 foam cycles out of 1 foam cannon. What I do, 50 milliliters of Ultimus, 20 milliliters of citrus in the cannon. Let it sit 10 minutes. Rinse it, do it again. That'll give you a nice clean surface to actually be able to touch the paint with a wash mitt or say a towel like we're gonna use. 25 milliliters per bucket. Russo, Bang & shampoo. And it is a car wash shampoo. You can put this in the cannon, you can put it in your bucket. I do a little bit of both. A measuring cup. We measure everything. That way we can accurately dose everything and we're not wasting product. This stuff is not cheap. It's highly concentrated, so you have to measure it. And these can also be purchased in 500 milliliters, 1 liter, 2 liter, and some of these even 5 liter. Foam cannon, cheap one, expensive one. They're all kind of the same. These are middle of the road, about 40, 50 bucks a piece. Now, after we get this thing washed, we're gonna do something called a coating booster, a maintenance spray, a rinse and wax type spray, whatever you wanna call it. We're gonna be using, once again, Carbon Collective Hybrid. You can have a dirty car, wash it, 0 protection on it. Wash it, rinse it, spray this, rinse it again. You now have 3 months protection. You will not find a better product than this anywhere. So now, once we have a vehicle washed, we have some things we gotta do, like tire shine, shine the trim. I will recommend only one tire shine on the market, Satine. This is the best of the best. Dry to the touch, no grease, no sling, dries in like 15, 20 minutes. A little goes a long way. Definitely recommend it. Now, this vehicle has coated trim. It is coated by G-Technique C4 Permanent Trim Restorer. This is not needed on this particular detail. This is also a dry to the touch ceramic infused interior detail spray, can be used on the exterior. This is my go-to for any black plastic trim. And there is one product I left out because I know I'm trying to do a lot at once, but you can use citrus cleaner to remove bugs. I have a dedicated bug remover. I found this to be the most cost-effective product on the market. Polymer-based, so it's not caustic, it will not etch into plastics, it will not damage your finish. Unless you have Toyota side mirrors, it will damage those if they're the natural raw plastic. So obviously do a test spot first. But this dissolves the bugs. We'll do this before we even foam it, just to dissolve those. The more you dissolve chemically, the less wash-induced marring you can get. And then as far as wash mitts, Clean has great wash mitts, top of the line. Rag Company, you can get those. There's a time and a place for it. If you have a $100,000 car, spend the money, buy 10 Clins. If you got a Hyundai Tucson, I treat this thing like it's a Ferrari. It's my girl's car. I'm gonna use just, general, fairly new microfiber towels. Time and a place for it. If it's worth the money, take care of it. This is white. If it was black, I'd probably be using brand new towels. When I get a black car in here that's coated by me, or even detailed by me, I just break out brand new towels. If it costs me 20 bucks, it costs me 20 bucks. 20 bucks is way cheaper than paint correcting a vehicle again. But let's get on to the wash process. $70 mils total. And we didn't mention, but obviously, I do not recommend a garden hose to wash your car. You cannot properly remove surface debris, power washer, any make, model. I don't care if it shoots water at pressurized, that's all you need. Garden hose is not recommended for proper maintenance, coated or detailed. Prep wash, I guess you could do it. Pressure washer, needed. I don't care if it's 50 bucks, 100 bucks, buy one. When it comes to drying your vehicle, I reach for one drying towel only. Throw out that chamois, throw out that water blade. Clean, drying duo, size large, $41 off his site. Obviously purchase the detail division. You can also use a leaf blower, compressed air, a dedicated dryer. But we're also going to show you a few more methods. But this, for the average user that doesn't have a leaf blower, it's the go-to. Will not scratch, solid quality, can't beat it. All right, so step one, decon phase. I don't care if it's coated, whatever it is, decon's paramount. Citrus cleaner can be used for bugs. A little expensive, so I'm gonna be using my dedicated bug remover. I'm just gonna load it up, and you can see, look at immediately, dissolving. Headlights, windshield, any areas where there's gonna be bugs. Let it soak, let it do its job. That's what the chemical is there for. You sitting there with your bug sponge abrading it, all you're doing is causing yourself aggravation when you realize how many scratches you put in it. And you're costing yourself more money when I gotta do it again. I go heavy with this stuff. I don't really compromise when it comes to a decon phase. This stuff's cheap enough to where I use a lot of it, and it just works. But look at that, Granted, most of these probably would have rinsed off, but I'm just trying to show you guys this is the proper way to do it. Now we go along. We got our citrus cleaner. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna spray probably from here down. We're gonna dissolve all this loose grime. And it's been about a month and a half since I washed this car last. Been really busy, haven't had the time. This thing's gonna look brand new by the time I'm done with it. Coated top to bottom. It's got crystal serum light on the paint, door jambs, carbon collective, platinum glass on the glass, C4 on anything that's black plastic trim. The wheels are coated with C5 wheel armor. It's coated top to bottom. I don't care if it's a Hyundai Tucson. It's probably the cleanest one in the country. And that's it, we let it do its job. These wheels are coated C5 wheel armor. Are we gonna use acid on them? Hell no. What are we gonna use? A little bit of citrus-free treat and car wash soap. That's all we need. Our chemicals are hard at work right now. We're not. Step number 2, door jambs. These are coated. This is what we're working with. They're pretty clean. What I would do is I would rinse these if this was, very dirty. I will wash the rear trunk jam. I will wipe these out with a towel. I will flip each section as I move on. I'm not gonna wash them right now. They do not need it. Do not do stuff you don't have to do if it's not needed. All you're doing is putting marks in it. We'll wipe these with a nice towel with some spray wax on it. That's all we're gonna need. if you do have a power washer, invest in a trigger. Your life will be so much easier. This is the SGS 35 Aqualine, best of the best. Obviously, you can get the SGS 28. It's like 50 bucks. Whatever floats your boat, I definitely recommend a trigger. They're all the same. Not really, but it's the best of the best. So foam cannon, point and shoot, self-explanatory. Wheel, barrel, wheel well. Easy, easy peasy. So whoever says a foam crane and pre-treat does nothing, what is that? That's dirt. Do you hear how thick that soap is? That's what we call real snow foam. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our gong brush, we're just gonna hit our wheel wells if they're coated, just to get the debris out. A little agitation, not gonna go crazy, it's a daily driver. But you wanna get all the lips and everything. You don't want any loose pieces of dirt coming in and getting onto your wash mitt. We're also gonna go around during this phase. It's black plastic. I'm not worried about scratching it. I'm gonna go around with a towel and I'm gonna hit all the lips. Anything like this. That way it's clean. I don't gotta worry about even washing it with my good wash mitt. As we see, that's just debris coming off. It's doing its job, it's working for us while we actually get some real work done. If the jams are particularly dirty, now's a chance. Rinse them with the pressure washer. Soft bristle brush. Don't use a sponge on them. Like I said, if it's shiny, it will scratch. But as you can see, that's what the soap is doing. It's actually dissolving. So what we'll do, just touch all our areas right now. This stuff's all coated in here as well, so we'll go ahead and we'll rinse it. But this is something you do every single time you wash it. Contaminants will hide in there. They will sneak up, they will jump in your wash mitt. You got that black Ferrari, hit me up, but you wanna do this, just take your time. A little bit of agitation. Should I have rinsed this first? Yes. I'm trying to get a video out for you guys. Bear with me. Jam. Pretty dirty. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna rinse all of this debris out. We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna spray some citrus directly to our brush. We're just gonna scrub it. Rinse it clean. The rest of the jams will wipe out as we dry it. But, like I said, if your jams are really dirty, you've neglected your car for a little bit, scrub your jams before you put anything on the paint. And that's why we use bug remover. We don't have to abrade any exoskeletons into our paint. They're removed. And you see me, I'm really close to the paint. I got a 40-degree tip on here. I know my machine, I know what it'll blast off. This car's never been painted, I have nothing to worry about. If your vehicle's been painted, you got paint chips, be careful. You know, I'm trying to look for little spots that I can blast off. I don't want to abrade the paint. So by me knowing my machine, I can get up close and personal and take off as much as possible. But we'll also rinse the jams, the wheel arches, and we're gonna rinse the wheels and we'll move on to them. That's what a pH neutral cleanser can do. As you can see, this thing wasn't really super dirty. It's coated. This is what we have after our pre-treat. I mean, it's not spotless, but it's pretty clean. This is why it's so important to do a proper pre-treat. Even the wheels. For just a spray and rinse, that's really good. So now we'll go through. We're ready to actually start touching this. All right guys, so I'm using my House Blend 100% all-purpose white wall cleaner. I'm just gonna go around, spray. I do one side of the car at a time. I don't spray all the wheels. This stuff kind of strong, so you know, be careful. Let that stuff sit for a little bit. As you can see, turns brown. Now for wheel brushes, you can use no matter, like every tire is different. Sometimes you'll need a hard bristle brush. If you got somebody who loves greasy tire shine, you're gonna need a very aggressive one. This is Pristine. These honestly could get a spray and rinse. I'm just gonna scrub them because I want proper application. I've dressed these tires maybe 4 times in the life period of it. They've never been brown, but we'll just go ahead. A little bit of agitation. If you got really nice black wheels, you wanna, you know, be careful. Try not to scrub the wheel. When it comes to wheel brushes, as you can see, I got an assortment. Black, nice, shiny wheels. I use a nice soft microfiber one. These are silver. I'm gonna use a hard bristle brush on it. Dunk. Get water all over your shoe. And we'll spray a little bit of citrus cleaner on this, just to help loosen it up a little bit. Oh my God. A little bit on the brush. Use the tire as a shelf if you want. You don't need to go animal. A little bit of agitation. You know, you could just clean the face. I'm a detailer. I don't operate like that. When I rotate the tires, I do a good decon of the inside of the wheel. But for now, this will do just fine. Tires, barrels, scrub. Next step. Grab yourself, now this is a bug sponge, regular sponge, microfiber towel, it's my go-to. Lug nut brush, in hand. That's really it for cleaning the wheel. Now, these wheels aren't beating up like crazy. They're coated with C5 wheel armor. What we're gonna do is we're gonna spray these with hybrid after. But as you can see, no tar is stuck to them, no rust is stuck to them. This is just ensuring that when we clean them, it'll be easy, just soap and water. I mean, you can't use a citrus cleaner, I'm showing it for informational purposes. I typically just use soap and water on these. That's all you should need. If you're letting your wheels stay dirty for too long, you're gonna need some harsher products. Maintenance is key. I cannot stress that enough. So we are ready for the wash process. Wheels done. Everything's pre-treated, rinsed. 25 milliliters. See how thick this stuff is? Supreme lubricity. Let me measure. 25 on the money. And the wash bucket. There's a plethora of towels in here. All right, so this is what we got left over from our pre-treat. Ultimate citrus cleaner in here. 50 mils, 20 mils. We're gonna do, just resuds it again. There's no such thing as too much foam. Now, as you guys can see, the coating is starting to come back to life. Not that it was ever dead, but as you can see, it's starting to reject our snow foam. Still well protected. This is just a little bit of insurance. The more lubricity you have, the better it will be. And also, side note, if you're one of those people, you want to take your plate off, take your plate off. Last wash, I took the plate off. I probably do it every 2-3 washes. Take it off, clean behind it. Nice frothy mix. And so I'm going to do this a bit differently. I start from the bottom and work my way up since I use a different towel for every panel. Take it, fold it in 4. Swipe, swipe, swipe. As you can see, it's not that dirty. What we'll do, flip to a new section. Swipe, 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 swipe. That way we know we're clean right there. And then you just go to a new side. This is very easy to do once you get the hang of it. This is why I'm not a huge fan of wash mitts for maintenance details. Obviously, dirtier the vehicle, more towels you'll have to use. Black vehicle, you'll have to be more careful. I don't care what color it is, they all show scratches under a correction light. 4 sides gone. 4 more to go. Use body lines to your advantage. If you want to drag your line like that, drag your line like that. I don't care how you do it. Do the process. And you have much more control, I feel, if you use a towel. Because as you can see, there's a little recess here. I got my pointer or my middle finger poking right down in it. And I always recommend, if you are going to do a wash, high pile. That way, you know, when dirt gets in it, it can encapsulate it. Pop the gate, swipe in there after I get a little shower. Towel is done. Take this, rinse bucket. We don't touch that thing again. Another towel. Same thing. And if you get a stain like this, it comes right off. If it's coated and you do proper maintenance. If you don't, I can't make no promises. To a new section. It's best to go section by section and don't get lost. This is obviously very easy on a white car. You can see where you clean. You know, stick the finger in that crack if you have to. Whatever works. Another little tech tip from Pristine. Glass, I save that for last. I don't even put a wash, I don't use a towel on it. I just use a regular wash mitt. Odds on you scratching your glass are very thin. So you don't have to like waste a good quality wash mitt on the glass. Always think up here about the process. So then what I'll do, obviously you can keep working up just because I mentioned the glass. Take a wash mitt. Get it out of the way. You can do this whatever order you want. If you want to work top to bottom, work top to bottom. You want to work bottom to top, do that. Like, whatever way works. Just keep the process in your head. This is proven methods that have worked for me and my business and my customers. I just want to be able to provide you guys with proper maintenance. That way you can maximize longevity of your detail as well as preserve your vehicle's finish. This thing 100 times, it's glass, not worried. Crisscross applesauce. And so another little piece of information, if you don't like the towel method and you want multiple wash mitts, wash a section, wring it out as much as you can before you go into your rinse bucket. Rinse it. Before you go back into your soap bucket, rinse it again. A good rinse, good strain. I'm not going to use this again, but you guys get the point. Switch it up. Go to a low pile. Same process. Get in behind the door handle. Sometimes you might even have to pop it. Get that little spot right there. If you work top to bottom, as you go higher up, the vehicle will be less dirty traditionally. So you might get 2 panels. As you can see, it's not dirty. I probably don't have to flip it. I will. This is very situational. Wintertime, I might use 10 to 15 towels on it, depending on, you know, how dirty it is. Very situational. Cannot stress that enough. And once you get used to this method, it is super easy to do. I'm sure this video is going on a little bit lengthy, but watch the whole thing, start to finish. A lot of valuable information in here. You don't need crazy pressure with this. I mean, if your vehicle is really bad, you might, but you can see no bug remnants, no nothing. Just nice clean paint. That's what I'm talking about. See that? Going. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Ceramic coatings have a high tendency to water spot, especially on darker colored vehicles. There are some water spots up here. I will make a video on how to remove them at a later date. If you've got a really big truck, Clint also sells a detailer's apron made out of none other than high quality Korean microfiber. I scoop one up, so if I do have to lean on something, you're safe. Alright, so we got the whole car washed. Obviously, you know, you want to rinse this as fast as possible. We're kind of taking our sweet time with it. And my only word of advice is if you're going to do this, I'm going to use the towel method. It pays to just go over the whole thing really quick with one more towel after you already washed it. That way if any soap bag, you just kind of rehydrate it. And I'm not going to really flip, I'm kind of just going to breeze right through this. Some people might say I'm over-handling it, really dandling it, but I'm just making sure I didn't miss any spots, because I'm human. I miss spots from time to time. Very rarely, but it happens. As you can see, it's rejecting the water, coating's coming back to life. This is why maintenance is important. The longer stuff stays on there, the shorter your coating is going to last, or your detail, whatever it is. Probably thinking, wow, he's moving so fast. Car's clean. Good towel. I'm not stressing nothing. But this is a chance if you see any spots that you think can come out. A lot of times just adding that little bit of extra pressure kind of removes them. I didn't mention this, but always work in straight lines. Don't do the Mr. Miyagi. We're telling all you guys wrong. Nope. None of this, just this. All right, so now we're ready. I'm gonna rinse this thing. But I should note, if you look at this paint, there's like a little chip there, a little something, something there. There's like no iron on this thing. There's no need for the G-Tech W6 iron and mortar. I'm not gonna waste it to show you guys. If you notice after you wash, you have iron deposits, tar deposits, use it. Don't use it every wash, periodically. I don't know your vehicle's track record. Use it periodically. Don't use it every time. You're gonna waste money. Couple more steps left. Optional steps, but obviously I'm gonna recommend them because I'm a bougie type of detailer. All right, so disregard the label on this. This is Carbon Collective Hybrid. It doesn't have a bottle for it, so it is what it is. Our vehicle's rinsed. We have 50 milliliters to 500 milliliters of water. This is literally wax in a bottle if there was ever such a thing, sealant in a bottle if there was ever such a thing. So I just go around, mix it. I don't sit here, 50 bucks for a bottle. Little goes a long way. Mix 1 to 10 ratio. I spray it on wheels, glass, you name it, I spray it on. This is gonna act as a sacrificial layer. Meaning, it's gonna keep our coating fresher longer. The whole point of coating it is to get maximum longevity out of it. You could honestly probably have that $50 bottle last you a couple years. I'll probably use 200 milliliters for this wash. Spray this in your door jambs. Spray it anywhere you want. Wheels. You can have naked paint with no protection on it. Use this 3 months. You can see, makes the water shed right off. You can spray this out of a foam cannon. Get much better application results doing that. This thing's coated. I don't need the full bang out of it. You should make sure you have all the suds and stuff. I guess I missed the stuff. So that's it. Let it sit a minute, 2 minutes. Never using direct sunlight. It's really hot out. Do half the car, rinse, half the car, rinse. I should have mentioned this in the previous product overview. Read all the instructions. Don't just think you know how to use it. Read them carefully. So I wish you guys could smell the shop right now. This stuff smells banging. I don't know why they make these detailed products smell like this, but it's a treat to use. So it's a 2-step process to rinse it. I'll show you guys. The foaminess, kind of cloudiness, means it's there. You want to rinse this stuff very, very well. That is now our hydrophobics of our coating now, because we did top it with this, the hybrid. As you can see, when you actually spray a full wheel, that's what you're left with. Alright guys, that's pretty much ready to dry now. I'm gonna show you a process that we call sheeting. Now, like I said, you can use the clean drying towel right now if you wanted to. Believe it or not, there's actually a lot of water on this surface because the bead holds more water than just a naturally flat surface that's covered in water. So what we do to make it easier for ourselves, we get a regular garden hose. Sounds kind of stupid, we're gonna dry this car with water. Take your sprayer off. What this does is the stream of water will actually encapsulate all the little individual beads. And what this does is it floods the surface, and we call it sheeting. I mean, as you can see, this is pretty much dry. I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, that's not bad for drying your car with water. I will do the whole rest of the vehicle like this, hood, glass, everything. And then we will use a combination of compressed air and the drying towel to get it that extra 10% dry. And the key is to move very slow. If I didn't have the washing machine filling up right now, I'd have a much better stream of water, but this also works great for the wheels too. It'll get all the little water beads off. So then we're not sitting here blowing these wheels for an hour. And I know I told you guys this vehicle's decked out in every coating I could throw at it. This process is the same. I don't care if your vehicle has no protection on it, it just has ceramic seal and it just has wax on it. This process is the foundation. Like I said, many detailers don't know how to even properly wash a car. This is the foundation. If you can't wash a car, you're never going to be able to maintain a car. You're never going to be able to detail a car. You might be able to polish paint, you might be able to do this, but you can't buff a car every time. Once it's coated, you can't polish it. You have to do these steps. And all this leads to a better process, and it saves you money in the long run, because you're not paying to have me correct all your scratches that you put in it. Because guess what? 99% of the scratches on a vehicle are from the owner. Snow brushes, all that stuff. Proper, improper wash methods. But I mean, look at this. Granted, this thing's been detailed and maintained its whole life, but I mean, does it get any better than that? Clean drying towel. You guys know the deal. A couple methods to this. You can simply do it this way. That's fine. You can drag and glide it. That's fine. You can do the matador technique. Kind of just flick it on the surface. I kind of do a combination of all of them. Does not really matter. The big thing is the quality. We're not using junk. And once this thing gets a little bit of water in it, it starts really sucking it up like a sponge. This is only used on coated vehicles. I have a production one, a maintenance one, and a coated vehicle one. And so Scott at Detail Division also sells smaller versions of these. They're great for door jams. They're great for wheels. I have an air compressor. That's what I use. If this vehicle is black, I can tell you I probably wouldn't be using this towel and I'd be using the air compressor. Granted, if I'm in a pinch or something, I still might use this. But to get it that extra 10% dry, you know, all the door jams, make sure it's not dripping from the mirrors and stuff. Just use the compressed air. Leaf blower works great. If you got one at home, you're one step ahead of me. I don't have a leaf blower in here. It's a little noisy. I'm not a huge fan of using that, but it works. Nothing's dumb if it works. I don't care. I've used a shop vac in reverse to dry a car as a blower. Obviously a brand new shop vac. But obviously, you know, use your best judgment on this. So realistically, guys, this wash process, if I was not being filmed and trying to be very, very precise with the way I word things and the way I'm doing things, this is 45 to an hour, one person. Something nice to do on, you know, Saturday morning, Saturday evening. Never do it in direct sunlight. Never let the water dry in the car. Don't go take it down the road at 100 trying to dry it that way. It don't work. We're in the middle of pollen season right now. This car is going to be filthy. Probably a matter of hours. But it's got a clean slate now. Back to its former glory. It may only be a Hyundai Tucson, but I don't care what the vehicle's value is. They all get treated the same. And when you're making a payment on something, whether it's paid off, take care of it. It helps tremendously with resale value and everything. So that's pretty much it. All right, guys, all nooks and crannies. You can sit here with the towel if you want to spend days doing it. I don't. If you got a compressor, this works great. All right, guys, pretty much a wrap. Like I said, I'm gonna go around, I'm gonna do a door jams off camera. Kind of get the point, self-explanatory. Now, if you did not have coated trim, as in the black plastic stuff, this is a great opportunity to, you know, maybe pull the vehicle in the sun or leave it inside or in the shade somewhere. Let it dry thoroughly. If you got cladding that's gonna drip onto the door, open up the doors a little bit, let it drip dry, blowgun, whatever. Apply it dry, don't apply it wet. Nuovo is the only thing I would recommend for it, and as well as now's a great time to shine the tires, but once again, bone dry, you'll get proper application with them dry, so that's why we blew them off. But other than that, that's a basic rundown of how to do a proper maintenance wash, whether it's coated, sealed, waxed, or naked paint. This is the process you should follow every single time. Any questions, drop a comment below. Anything else you guys want to see a how-to on, drop a comment below. If you've made it this far, thank you very much. We appreciate the support. And please like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay tuned for more content. We'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one.